What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Coinbros, your guide through the greatest industry on this little tiny rock spinning through the universe in the simulation that we're all here together in. And thank you for being here with us. And we got the top stories of the day. It is Monday, the 27th, April, and we've had a wild month. It's gone by so quick. And right before I started filming this video, we were actually sitting at like 79K on Bitcoin. But for whatever reason, we dumped pretty hard. It's down at like 76. So I'm not sure exactly what caused that. I'm sure in the trailing hours, we're going to find out what that's all about. And I'll let you guys know on tomorrow's video. But let's just tell you about the stories today, the top stories that make any sense, and we'll move on. So yeah, Bitcoin's holding around 76, still looking pretty decent. What else we got here? So story number one, stories that matter, right? Okay, this is the third time the BTC has touched 80 or tried to break 80K. Not quite touched it, but tried to break through. And Polymarket is saying that there's a 74% chance that we do break through that in the coming week. Now, we just had a big dump down to 76, so that'll be a little tougher to do, but there is the Fed meeting tomorrow. So we'll find out. Maybe there was something that's going on in the back end that we don't know about that, we're going to find out about here pretty soon. But tomorrow's the Fed meeting, and then we, depending on what's said there, we could probably see either a spike or a dump, right? So anyway, Polymarket, I'll read this to you. 3 attempts at 80K. The first 2 are dress rehearsals. Polymarket gives a 74% chance odds. The third one will stick, right? 2.1 billion in ETF outflows, or inflows, sorry. Coinbase premium positive. FOMC's tomorrow, the Fed meeting. And 180 million in shorts sitting above like a welcome mat full of gasoline. Really. And third time's a charm, they're saying, or the third one's a head fake. Either way, bring marshmallows. Something's about to catch fire, right? We'll see what happens. So anyway, that's story number one. Story number two, let's steal Satoshi's coins. They're trying to figure out a way to steal those coins. So if you don't know, Satoshi Nakamoto is basically the creator of Bitcoin. There's a wallet with a million Bitcoin in it that's never been moved, never been touched. Speculation of him dying, speculation that it's not even just one person. Nobody knows who Satoshi is. It could be a group of people. But the bottom line is there's a wallet with 1 million Bitcoin sitting there. And what they're saying, the people that are trying to push this bill through, they're saying, look, the coins aren't moving. We need to figure out how to get these somewhere that are a little safer, right? Like, we don't want a hacker getting in and getting into those tokens. These coins are just sitting there. And it's like it says here, I'll read it to you. A developer wants to fork Bitcoin and redistribute it. That would be insanely hard to do, for one. 2, the community response ranges from this. Like, this is theft. This is a decentralized network, which I fully agree with. And it's like, the minute you start going down that slippery slope of like, oh, we don't like that there's 1 million coins here, so let's figure out a way to change the blockchain, and we'll do this thing over here to switch it, and you got to move the coins and blah, blah, blah. It's like you're taking away everything that makes Bitcoin strong, and it's literally the only crypto in history that's pretty much done everything right. Like, Bitcoin is one that you probably shouldn't touch. And I agree that the minute you start moving things around and trying to change the game, it's like it's a slippery slope, and then there's going to be another proposal for something else because they don't like the way it is, right? You got to leave it alone, man. Here we go. Satoshi is being debated like he's a dead billionaire's. It's like a dead billionaire's estate. The whole family starts getting crazy trying to get that money or figuring out what to do with it, right? People start acting kooky when old Uncle Jim with his 10 billion is just sitting in an account somewhere and people want to get to it. So, except nobody knows if he's dead, he's alive, it's a group. Nobody knows anything about it. Satoshi might not even be a real, it's not even a person probably. So like, what are you talking about? He could be a damn time traveler. Who knows? And at this point, just don't touch the coins. I think it's silly. I think it's a lot of, to get something like that passed through, it would take forever. And I just don't see it happening. And I think it's a silly idea anyway. This part of the game, man. Like, yeah, it sucks that there's a bunch of coins locked away in wallets and this and that. But, it's a decentralized network. That's the way it works, man. You leave it where it plays, man. That's the way it works. And if somebody were to get in there and hack those Bitcoin and put it on the market, price dumps. But guess what? That's redistribution out into the world. Eventually it gets bought up and the price will come back up. So it'd be a horrible thing to happen, but there'd be more Bitcoin on the market. More people could, it would grow. So it's not the worst thing in the world over time, right? Initially, in the short term, it'd be horrible. It would dump the price like crazy, but, smart people would buy it up. There's not that much going around. Okay, story number 3. FOMC tomorrow. Powell's final boss battle. So it's like if you ever played Street Fighter, he's like M. Bison, right? He's like the last guy that's evil. We're trying to defeat him. We're at the final stage. There's only 18 days left of him in office, and we're trying to KO him, like flawless victory him, right? And what they're saying is he has 18 days left. Regardless of what's said in the Fed meeting tomorrow, it's bullish that he's out of office. The new guy coming in, Warsh, understands crypto. He's worked in DeFi. He's invested in DeFi. I don't want to say worked in DeFi, but he's invested in DeFi. He called BTC the new gold. Like, that's pretty bullish, right? For the head of the Fed to be saying that BTC is new gold means they're probably going to lean into it. They're probably going to lean into what the whole world sees that the U.S. is a little late on, right? And so we'll see what happens tomorrow. If there's some negative news, Powell's only here for 18 more days. I don't think we're going to get any more really negative news, but maybe there's some people that know what's going on. That's why we dumped a little bit today. Maybe they know some news is coming that might not be that bullish. Regardless, 18 days later, dude's out. New people. New dude driving the bus, right? And that's it. Make sure you guys are nice to each other. I'll be back tomorrow with your top stories of the day. Obviously, the Fed talk. I'll let you guys know what goes down with that. And there's a lot of really positive things in the industry. So be nice to each other. Catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.